Hi everyone, I'm Heather Lefebvre, also known online as the Nature Journaler. It is the beginning of October and today is actually the first day of my youngest child's fall break. And there is this feeling in the air of the holidays are upon us, as another writer, maybe C.S. Lewis, has said somewhere. That anticipation for the month ahead. It's one of the most glorious months of the year. Indiana puts on her full fall colors during this month, usually the third week of October. Do you have a certain week that your area goes into full fall color? Well, it's the third week of October. I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to spending time looking for mushrooms. You know, I have the Nature Creative Membership, which is a nature journaling monthly membership, and each month we have a different focus in nature. It helps us to learn new things without feeling overwhelmed that we have to experience and learn everything at once. So this month we are focusing on mushrooms. I have already been looking for them. I can't wait. It's a little dry here in the Midwest, so I'm worried about that. Let me show you some of the paintings and drawings we're gonna do. These are the morels. I had so much fun doing those. We also are painting Chicken of the Woods. Have you tasted this? I was given some last month to try for the first time, and I couldn't believe how the texture actually feels and cuts just like chicken. We're gonna do the brown thrasher with the chanterelle mushroom. I just loved the color combination as well as the thought of a bird eating mushrooms. And we're combining the red fox with the amanita mushroom. Are you drawn to red mushrooms like I am? Oh, they're just so storybookish, I guess, and beautiful. And then we're finally doing one of my new favorites, the ghost pipes. And that's actually a flower that's pure white or translucent. And it can only grow because of its relationship with a mushroom. So I'm excited for the month ahead with that. You know, the beginning of the month is just so much fun because of all the anticipation and the hope and the energy that comes with that. And I know October is going to go by so quickly, but it's fun to have this hope and expectation at the beginning of the month. The other thing I am hoping to do this month is to take my daughter camping. It's not something everyone in the family loves doing, but I'm really excited that she asked me to take her because that means she likes it enough to do that. And what could be the better time of year than to go camping during the fall? Now, some of you know I have an actual allergy to cold, wind, and temperature change. It causes me to break out into hives, itchy hives that also cause swelling. I manage this very carefully and very well, but the thought of camping in 39-degree weather overnight does give me a little bit of pause, but I've worked out the plan and we'll see if I have the courage to go through with it next week when I see the weather update, but I have hope. It just is such a way to immerse oneself fully in nature. We go tent camping, by the way. That's also why I have to worry about the cold. But I can't wait, and we'll cook outside too. It'll only be for 2 nights, so it won't be too bad. So that's something I'm very much looking forward to. I need to get out in my garden. I tend to have a full life. The garden is a priority for me, but it gets every shortcut possible. And there's a few things I need to do before winter. I just love the fact that it's best if we leave all of our dried dried flowers and leaves and sticks in the garden until as far as we can in spring, because it's less work I have to do right now. But I have some things I want to plant. I want to split some peonies, one of my favorite flowers, and I need to tidy up the pots that I want to bring indoors for the winter. I love to have geraniums in my dining room. Might need to repot some, and then there's a case of finding enough room for them. But a few things I need to do. There's a couple of household chores I need to do. The linen closet and the tea closet. Open those doors and it will be surprising if something doesn't fall out and hit you. I don't know, it just happens like that. So I need to get that fixed. I did come up with a few fall products. I don't know if you saw those anywhere, but right now I've got 2 prints in my shop. There's this one that's a little bit more colorful, and there is this one. It's hard for me to decide which one I like best because I love the calm, soothing, sort of muted tones of this one. But deep in my heart, I am a colorist, and it's always to full color that I am eventually drawn to. So you can find those prints in my shop. I've also got 4 different new greeting cards. The prints are also in the greeting cards. You can see that. Can't decide which is my favorite here, but I really am drawn to this card with the nuts and the leaves, and it just says fall to me. Couldn't resist a few stickers, and we've got some leaves and pumpkins and squash. I am dying to sit down with a stack of cards and some markers and stickers and write a few letters, actually a lot of letters, because since I was a young child, writing real letters has been so important to me. It's something I love to receive and I love to send. So we'll see. I keep hoping for a moment to do that. They're hard to find those moments, but we'll try. Well, I took some time off of work today to do a little bit of baking. You know, you just can't do it all, and I'm mostly working, and so I'm mostly not baking. But one of our kids is home from college on fall break, and he had his birthday while he was gone. So we're gonna celebrate with him this weekend, and that meant I need to make some apple pies and some cinnamon rolls, traditional birthday food. And so I put a few pies in the oven. I often make my pies without sugar in order that everyone in the extended family can eat them. So I use maple syrup. We'll see how they taste. I also wanted Granny Smith apples because they just bake into such nice mushiness, I guess. So we'll see how the Granny Smith combines with the maple syrup, if it's sweet enough. And then there were the cinnamon rolls. The cinnamon rolls had to be made with gluten, and I am gluten-free, so I will have to just look at them. The pies are always gluten-free, and I've made them gluten-free so long that I now cannot make a very successful gluten pie crust. So embarrassing, but that's the way it is. But in a way, it was a treat to take some time to bake today. It felt very domestic in a good sort of way. One last thing about doing domestic chores. I've just found a little shelf on Facebook Marketplace that's going to fit in my little pantry and hopefully take care of the overflow that's been sitting on the floor there for a very long time. Can't wait to have that shelf in place and have a tidy pantry. I'll probably feel just like that darling little mouse in, is it Aptly Dapply, Beatrix Potter's little book of verse? She'll have the mouse that has that clean little store cupboard area with everything all neatly stored, and that will be me very soon. Well, I think that's all for this time. I hope that wherever you are, October is starting out beautiful, that you have a few hopes and expectations for the month. Have a great day.